Hey, what's going on? So, first live stream of the new year. Happy New Year to everybody. Um, Jumping straight back in with some more virtual production live streamage. This week we're just going to do a couple updates on the recent fixes that we made. It's really cool. There's a few things that have really improved some stuff. So I'm just going to run through those quickly. Probably be a fairly short stream this time, but if anyone jumps on, anyone has any virtual production questions, then gonna be awesome. So first, main bug fix that we're really pleased with is that our render target was showing ghosting with skeletal meshes. We just got this really over the top test, really quick movement. You won't see any artifacting in the render target now, which is really cool. This is a really tricky problem, so really happy that we fixed this one. So if you were to have like a cinecam here, and you're sort of setting up a shot, and then you were to drag like a skeletal mesh with some animation in it. Can this go in? Even sometimes without animation, some of these skeletal meshes could show kind of show signs of kind of breaking up and ghosting. If we were to drag an owl cam in, I'll just do it from start again. Dragging a cinecam in, get into the capture component. I think I had a test render target made. Yeah, cam output test. Sometimes if you were to jump into this render target and sort of move this around really quickly, you would see a lot of breaking up and tearing and kind of ghosting. So really cool that we fixed that. Drop the dancing one back in. Just put it among these kind of physics assets. Play. You got loads of movement. And yeah, this is looking a lot better in that render target, so really happy with that. This kind of leads me on to the next big fix that we've done, which is more in composure. So we had a thing with mats and masks where the mask would kind of not update right away. Cause some problems for if you're trying to like dynamically update a mask or things like that. Say you were to add a CG element or a CG matte, a bit of a matte. This mat's going to see what this camera sees, but you can do your capture actors. So say we want only this guy, we can add this to a layer. You can go capture actors, add one layer here. So you can see right off the bat that's updating automatically. It used to be that you would have to okay, actually what we can do to show this, if you pop this window out, for one you should be able to just alt drag this and yeah, it'll add another one to the mask. That's one thing that wouldn't have updated automatically. And also, like, say I wanted to add this shape to the layer set, you'll be able to add selected actors to layer, And yeah, that will update automatically. It used to be that you had to like go back and deselect the mask, like do that, and then that to update it. So now that's a lot better. Just updating as normal. Yeah, that's a really cool fix, because that also means that in blueprints you can add and remove things to the mask, and yeah, it's working a lot better. Should find that if we hit simulate here, show this. Yeah. Just quickly whip up a transform pass for this. TP test and that. If we just make the mat go into this so that we can show it in the RGB post process. This, oh yeah, domain. Quite a cool thing with Composure where you can just take these like render targets and 2D layers and preview them and look at them. Yeah, so we should be viewing this, right? Right camera. And then I'll put this to a viewport. See if I can find a way to preview this at runtime. Echo. Thank you. So yeah, that's the overall comp. This should play at runtime. Yeah, nice. Yeah, we can see the matte update and the ghosting update are really helping each other out here, because the matte is nice and clean and not ghosting as much. I'm pretty sure that was more ghosty before the last update, so that's really cool. Mattes. And then also, just as a fix for the new release of the toolkit, we got some webcam stuff. The webcam can now take different formats. It's really cool. Just disable the composure stuff. We go webcam. Go webcam. Yeah, webcam output is just an invisible actor that just goes in the scene, takes a render target. So I'm just going to give it the same render target that I've output here. Hey Nyangao, by the way, that's how you say your name. Nice to see you here. I'm just doing a bit of a lowdown on the new updates we've got here, and then yeah, obviously if you just want to drop in and listen, then cool. But then also, if you got any questions, we can feel free to ask questions later on. So yeah, webcam output is just an actor that you can put in your level, and it's going to take the render target that we've output from here. We've got this 60 FPS, which is a new button, which is cool. And then also you're able to take different size render targets. So say I was going to send this to somewhere like Google Meet. got here set up. Yeah, cool. So to be able to show this that, like, you know, your movement updates right away in a webcam output, which is really, really cool. It's just another output. But yeah, these different outputs have like different specifications and things they want. So what you got to do is just make sure that you were to add an output, go settings, and like in Google Meet, it's just under these video settings here. You will probably nearly always have a like resolution selector type thing. And it's always like 16:9 aspect ratio. I think in our knowledge center we've got a list of the aspect ratios that are like accepted with webcams. You do have to match this, so your render target from your camera needs to be matched here in the webcam receive resolution. But as long as that's all received, we're now able to output supported resolutions. So for Google Meet here, it's only got a few supported resolutions, but different things like OBS or something might have more. I think you can just do custom resolution with OBS, which we could have a look at. So that's cool. You can do different resolutions now with the webcam. Might help to just do a lower resolution for some reason, or maybe even a higher resolution if you want to. I'll just show. Can I show the OBS side? This is just sending a webcam output to OBS as well. So here I think you've got more, you can do custom resolution. So let's see what we can do with that. I'm not sure how custom you can go here. Let's have a look. So it would be from the webcam here, because this is, sorry, from the Cinecam here, because this is where you're setting your resolution. So let's say 720. I guess that's like a supported one already, isn't it? But when you go 720, you can see that the webcam output, sorry, you didn't see that, but you can see that the webcam output is grayed out. So then if we, in OBS, check this video capture and match that. That's, what is the other one for 720p? 1280, 720. Okay, so it seems to match that straight away. Yeah, now it's not grayed out again. Let's bring that on. This. And yeah, so that's updating and everything. So should we try like an arbitrary resolution as well? Because OBS seems to allow you to take those in. So let's try putting one of those out. What, 200 by 355. And back here, custom. So I have a feeling this won't work because like webcams need to be, yes, they need to be in that aspect ratio, that 16:9 aspect ratio. So I guess it's like supported resolutions. So 720 would work. Okay, it's not changing the. Go back to 920 by 1080. Go here. Video capture resolution. Yeah, it's back to being. many layers. Is that updating now? Yes, that's updating now because I've matched that resolution. So yeah, those are like the three main things that we fixed recently, which is really cool. We got the mask working better. Got the ghosting fixed for skeletal meshes, which is awesome. And we've got this webcam. You can change your resolutions now. So yeah, that's the overall fixes. I think there's a couple things that are quite interesting that a couple of people have been talking to me about like just check the YouTube quickly. Ah, cool. We got someone with a question on here. If you're still on here, I'm down to answer that now. That's really cool. Any way to do something with shadow / reflection captures when doing AR? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We have a. I'm pretty sure we got an AR environment. Maybe not here actually, but an earlier version of the project. But basically, composure is one good way to do AR stuff. Covered it in a previous live stream, I'm pretty sure. See if I can find the video even. But essentially the first composure tutorial is quite good. We're looking at trying to make ways where you don't have to necessarily jump into composure, because it's like it's kind of useful if you're getting quite technical with stuff, but it's not super user friendly off the first. There's like quite a steep learning curve with composure stuff because real-time compositing stuff. But there is a couple routes that you can do it basically, but like this technique here is good for doing shadow captures and therefore doing AR. So I've taken this method before and then used our much better CG capture element just to get the CG exactly as you want for the AR. So using our CG element and this kind of vanilla UE composure method, you can do AR elements. On our channel, I go a bit deeper into it in one of these past live streams. Reflections wise, it's interesting. Yeah. Okay, it's cool that you've used that tutorial before, so you'll probably understand it. Reflections wise, I know some people have done that. I'm not sure if it was offline rendered though, over real time. I don't know if you're bound to only doing real time, but I think they've used ray tracing for a reflection capture, similarly to a shadow capture. Not something I've actually personally done. It's a super straightforward tutorial for it, but definitely someone I've been emailing who's done reflections before. Let me just check this out. So interesting, yeah, just a plane with a lower opacity. Yeah. So the background, this is what's just reading from an email from someone. The background would be a media plate. On top would be 3 layers: CG character, shadow capture, and reflection capture. The live broadcast. Both purely showing the CG character's reflection. So this guy was recompositing it in Maya later on. So that's an offline workflow what they were doing. Yeah, it's a cool one. It's a cool one to look at further for AR. Definitely, been a couple of people talking about. I'm really down to look into it. What I will say is that we're bordering on having like a much better workflow for this that takes stuff out of composure. So keep eyes peeled for that. You know, yeah, it's quite exciting. Some stuff we're working on the back end might make some of this stuff a whole lot easier. Well, there was like yeah, I remember now I was looking through like Unreal forums quite a lot about reflections and trying to get stuff to basically want the media to only show in reflections but not in real scene, right? Oh no, that would be with the other way around. It'd be easier to do an AR reflection. But yeah, basically I haven't looked into it quite as much, like the AR side of it, but it's a really interesting one. Basically just keep eyes peeled in our Discord really. If you've got a Discord login, maybe ask the same question in the Discord, and then that could make a thread for it, and people can share some thoughts on that, because it's a good place where you can get more up to date progress on that and what people are working out workflows wise. You know, it's a good space for everyone sharing all these workflows. But yeah, with my AR workflow, I only got to the point of having shadows. I guess it's interesting because it's like you want it to show up in reflective surfaces in the real world scene. So do you kind of like mask off different areas? Say you've got like a puddle in the real footage. You need to like match the shape or something. Interesting stuff. Like where you mask off the reflections is interesting. But yeah, I'll look into that a bit more. It's really cool. It's a really cool idea. And yeah, I think this AR workflow with Composure, but then also with our like new media plate stuff. Yeah, AR workflows could be really cool for that. So yeah, thanks for the question on that. And I would just suggest jumping into the Discord really and seeing if you can glean any more information from the community in there, because people talking about these cool workflows. I think that's going to be it for this stream so far. It's just a quick one to update. I'll just show those updates to the new toolkit. That new plugin version should be out soon, and again we'll put a mailer out for that, and that'll be up on the Discord as well. Shadows are kind of easy, but the reflections are hard to do. Now we had a black studio floor, so plain. Just play with the opacity worked. Okay, yeah, so if it's just one solid reflective floor, I bet that's easier. Sure, yeah. Yeah, if it got down to like real world scenes and puddles and stuff, that would I could see that getting super complex. Yeah, thanks for jumping in. I'm gonna do these streams every week. Didn't have loads to update on this week, but we should be like consolidating this shared project and YouTuber project together soon, so that'll be some interesting stuff to update on.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Thanks, dude. Yeah, thanks for tuning in as well. Sweet. Big ups. Catch you next week. Cheers.